What's up everyone, we're going to be going to the best NBA player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results on yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 13 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 13 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $276 just yesterday, and another member who won $10 for the 4th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is none other than Colin Sexton, and this one is for 23.5 points, rebs, and assists, and this one actually is for more. Now we look at Sexton, we've actually seen him go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the New York Knicks. Now, when we look at the matchup against New York Knicks, what we do see is that New York Knicks do rank 11th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, when we look at assists allowed, we see that they do rank 12th, and then rebounds allowed, the Knicks do actually rank, pretty better, as they do rank first. Now, when it comes to someone like Colin Sexton, a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation is due to the fact that New York Knicks actually do a very poor job at restricting points, rebs, and also assists to the guard position, which is exactly what Colin Sexton is. When it comes to Colin Sexton, he has been playing great. Even the times that he has missed this line, he's gotten pretty close and pretty consistent, which is what we like to see. And we think in this next matchup, we definitely should see him being able to go on the over, no doubt about it. When it comes to Utah Jazz, they are a pretty fast-paced team. Although Knicks are a little bit slower, what we tend to see with Utah Jazz is that you can actually, really increase the pace of slow-paced teams, and we are expecting that similar situation here. So we could see a good amount of pace, which means a good amount of volume for Colin Sexton to be able to get those points, be able to get those rebounds, and get those assists as well. Now his average over the last 5 is 21.6, so slightly under this line, but still definitely in the range that we like. Like I always mention, guys, matchups, that's what's most important, and for this matchup, we definitely see him going on the over here. So because of those reasons, keep an eye out for this pick. Colin Sexton, 23.5 points, rebs, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about LaMelo Ball. So LaMelo Ball, as we all know, great player, has been absolutely balling out, no pun intended, and this one is a great one for 41.5 points, rebs, and assists, and this one actually is for more. Now when it comes to LaMelo, we've actually seen him do a fantastic job over the last 5 games, as he has gone on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games. Now they do face off against none other than the Milwaukee Bucks coming into this next matchup. Now when we look at Milwaukee Bucks, we do see that they rank pretty low, as they actually rank 17th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, moving over to assists allowed, they rank somewhat similar, as they do actually rank 18th, and then on top of that, moving on into rebounds allowed, they do rank 25th. Now when it comes to LaMelo Ball, he does have a decent and good usage rate in all 3 departments. He definitely does focus a lot more on scoring, but when it comes to him as a player, we still see him get a lot of boards, get a lot of assists as well, on top of scoring at will. LaMelo Ball has a very high usage rate for this Charlotte team. When it comes to LaMelo, we've actually seen him do very well on the scoring side of things, but I think overall a lot of the offense is ran through LaMelo, which definitely does play to his favor coming into us. Now, when it comes to the matchup against Milwaukee Bucks, both teams, Charlotte and Bucks, are pretty fast-paced teams, and that's why we do very much like the over for something like this situation here. So LaMelo Ball definitely has a good amount of pace coming into this matchup, so a good amount of volume should be able to come at that expense. On top of that, when we look at his average over the last 5, it is 40.4, just slightly under this line, but definitely in our liking. Now, when we also look at a recent matchup, they actually had a recent matchup on November 17. He did actually get 41. So very close, pretty much missed it by 0.5. And it definitely does show that when it comes to LaMelo, he is able to get close to this line, which is what is great to see. I think this time around, he will be able to make adjustments and he will be able to go in the over, no doubt about it. So definitely keep an eye out for this one, especially for someone like LaMelo Ball. So LaMelo Ball, 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about Victor Wembanyama. So Victor Wemby, great player. This one is for points and revs for 33.5, and this one, 34.5, sorry guys, and this one actually is for more. Now we look at Victor Wembanyama. We've actually seen him go in the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Golden State Warriors. Now the Golden State Warriors have been playing absolutely fantastic. As of making this video, they currently rank 1st, and they do also rank 8th when it comes to points allowed. And on top of that, when we look at rebounds allowed, we do see that the Golden State Warriors do rank a little bit worse than that, as they do rank 21st. Now when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation here is that Golden State Warriors do a very poor job, especially against centers. A big reason for this is that when it comes to Golden State Warriors, they tend to run quite a bit of small ball. And because of the small ball that they do run, a lot of centers are able to take advantage of, Golden State Warriors small ball, being able to get a lot of buckets out there and also get a lot of rebounds. And that's what we definitely see for someone like Victor Wembanyama coming into this matchup. Now his average over the last 5 is also 41.2, so significantly over his line. So this one's just kind of a no-brainer to us. We definitely like the look of Victor Wembanyama coming into this one. His play style is definitely one of its own, and we don't believe that Golden State Warriors are going to have enough defense to be able to stop him. Now when it comes to the win or loss of this game, we don't know, but what we are focused on is points and rebounds. And when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, we definitely see him going on the over here. Now when we look at also what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the over as well, so that works out in our favor. So because of those reasons, Victor Wembanyama, 4 points and reps, 34.5 for over, I think is a great pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Jaylen Brunson from the New York Knicks, and he's been averaging 25.2 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 7.3 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for the New York Knicks, and the New York Knicks currently have a record of 9-6, and they do face off against none other than the Utah Jazz, who have a record of 3-12. Now when we look at the Utah Jazz, what we also do see is that the Jazz do rank 26 when it comes to points allowed. They also rank 26 in assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 17th. So a little bit of an interesting one there. When it comes to Jaylen Brunson, although he is a fantastic player, what we also do like about this pick is due to the fact that the Jazz do rank very low in all 3 categories, we definitely see Jaylen Brunson being able to go on the over in this situation, no doubt about it. Jaylen Brunson also has had a bit of a hot streak as of lately. I would definitely focus a lot more on points and assists due to the fact that he does have a higher usage rate in both of those departments. Now we look at the most recent game, he had 10 assists over his average and also 36 points. The other game he had 26 points, which is above his average, and also 11 assists as well before that. So he's definitely on a little bit of a hot streak as of lately. We think it will continue on as we do see that this season unfolds, that Jaylen Brunson's usage rate in the points and assist department continues to be a very big thing. So he definitely has kept a lot of his usage rate, even though they have added Karl-Anthony Towns. We've seen him still have a good amount of usage rate out there, and because of that, we are expecting the over for this situation here. But I would definitely focus in a lot more on points and assists for those categories, so keep an eye out for those two. I see a lot of value there for someone like Jaylen Brunson to be able to go on the over here. So keep an eye out for Jaylen Brunson's line, but like I always mention, check first if the line is under his averages. If it is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over there. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Damian Lillard. So Damian Lillard, as we all know, great player, and as we all know, has been doing fantastic, averaging 24.8 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 7.2 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for none other than the Milwaukee Bucks. Now the Milwaukee Bucks haven't had the greatest record of 7-9, but they do face off in this next matchup against none other than the Charlotte Hornets. Now look at the Charlotte Hornets. They surprisingly do rank 15th in points allowed. On top of that, assists allowed, they also do rank, pretty mid-tier. They rank 16th, and then rebounds allowed, the Charlotte Hornets do also rank, pretty average in that sense, or a bit more higher than average, sorry, and they do rank 6th. Now when it comes to Damian Lillard, we do very much actually like the under for this situation here. A big reason being is that when it comes to actually Charlotte Hornets, they do a very good job at actually restricting points, rebounds, and assists to the point guard position, which is what we are expecting from someone like Damian Lillard coming into this game. When it comes to Damian Lillard's usage rate in the points department especially, we definitely have seen it be a bit lackluster due to the fact that, there are games where Giannis Antetokounmpo takes a lot more of the usage rate, and because of that, Damian Lillard isn't able to get the same amount of volume of shots that we usually see from him. So because of that, I definitely would keep an eye out for someone like Damian Lillard to go on the under here. Although Charlotte are also a fast-paced team, there is going to be a lot of pace in this game. We think overall Charlotte just do such a great job, especially against point guards when it comes to defending them, that we definitely see someone like Damian Lillard going on the under in this situation here. So like I always mentioned, keep an eye out for the line first. If the line is too close to his averages, definitely look to go on the under. So I definitely see a lot of value to go on the under there. So because of that, keep an eye out for Damian Lillard. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Dillon Brooks from the Houston Rockets, and he's been doing a fantastic job, averaging 11.6 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for the Houston Rockets, and the Houston Rockets have themselves a great matchup against none other than the actual Portland Trailblazers. So it is going to be a very exciting matchup, but on top of that, when we look at the Portland Trailblazers, we do see that they rank 21st when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, they rank 25th when it comes to assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 23rd. Now when it comes to Dillon Brooks, we do very much like, actually the over for this situation here. Although Dillon Brooks doesn't have the highest usage rate in points, rebounds, and assists, a big reason why we still do like the over for this situation is due to the fact that when it comes to Dillon Brooks, he does still have a decent usage rate, and on top of that, Portland just rank very low in all three categories. Now he is coming off a game recently actually against Portland where he actually had 28.6 rebounds, 1 assist. So he did a fantastic job going over on his line besides assists. Now I would focus definitely a lot more on points and rebounds because of this, due to the fact that Dillon Brooks does have a higher usage rate in both of those departments rather than the others. So because of that, keep an eye out for Dillon Brooks' line. I see a lot of value there to go on the over. This one's kind of a no-brainer, but like I mentioned, focus on points and rebounds there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.